What's going on, guys? Welcome to the very first official Variant Theory podcast show, YouTube, whatever you want to call it. McCoy Culture officially rebranded to Variant Theory. This is because I brought on my buddy Josh. It can't just be all about me as much as I want everything to be about me. It can't just be all about me. So McCoy Culture officially being rebranded to Variant Theory, and I can't be more excited to have you on, man. So I'm excited to have somebody to actually talk to in person about this stuff.
Hell yeah.
I absolutely adore this. But we got to talk about the elephant in the room, man.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, you said it was McCoy Culture before. What was, because that's your last name.
Yeah, but you're not McCoy. So
right. So what's your first name?
Josh.
No, I'm Josh, though.
Yeah.
This has been the confusion for the last year and a half that we've known each other.
So that's where we came up with Variant Theory, because, we're variants of each other. I'm definitely the cooler one, but, that's where we thought, we're rolling with it. So Variant Theory it is. I'm excited to see what this comes. We have a lot of future content in the works.
Sorry, are you confused about? You said you were the cooler one. I think you're confused. You meant I was the cooler one.
My mom says I'm the cooler one.
Your mom said. I think that settles that.
But we have to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Because there's two Joshes.
Right.
So who's Prime Josh? And who's the Variant Josh?
That's
Clearly I'm Prime. I'm older.
Well,
and I'm much better looking.
I don't know about that, man. I think we have to ask, I think we have to get reviews.
Reviews?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I should be Prime Josh.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, sure, you're older, but I have more life experience. Also, it's, a body, life, whatever. I don't know, dude. I have more life experience, I think.
But I have more canon events.
No.
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know. I think
we'll let you guys decide.
Yeah.
Who's Prime Josh? Who's the Variant Josh? We all know what you're going to say. I'm definitely the Prime Josh.
Yeah, check out our videos. You'll see.
Let us know down below in the comments who you think Prime is and who you think the Variant is. I'm Prime.
No way.
But jumping right into it, we thought this would be a lot of fun to talk about our top choices for who could play the next Wolverine within the MCU, because we got a bunch of castings for the X-Men, and I'm super excited for what's, all of that. We got our first X-Men movie coming out in 2028. Now, I do know that they are kind of not going to focus on, Wolverine right out the gate.
Which I think is smart. I feel like, not that he's a bad character. I love Wolverine, but it's the same way that I hope that they don't shove Magneto in there in the first movie.
Well, they're going more the Mr. Sinister.
So I hope that they're not putting Magneto
because
in
I
the
think
first movie.
As much as I love Wolverine, he does suck all the air out of the room because everybody loves Wolverine. So
they want to see more.
They want to let Scotty, Cyclops, Storm, all these A-list characters that kind of they get their time to shine.
Yeah.
But when Wolverine's in the picture, like I said, he just sucks all the room. It's like all the air in the room. So I think it's good that they're kind of letting us step back, and we have all this stuff with Hugh Jackman. And
if they did put him in even for a cameo or a little appearance, then people would get upset. I feel because they're gonna be well, they should have put more Wolverine in the movie, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think they're gonna. I think they'll probably do. I could be wrong, but I could see them doing their own version of Logan, where it's just his own standalone thing before he's just shoehorned into.
Yeah, I think that would be good. I don't know. I mean, I do kind of like the style where they're bringing in the characters seemingly in other MCU projects along the way. Yeah. Because I think the idea that they're launching the MCU after Secret Wars isn't really happening anymore. I think that it's not going to be a rebirth. I think they're going to continue the MCU with a lot of the similar
it's like a soft reboot. It's not like a full reboot. Everything that's happened, the Infinity Saga, all that happened, it's just kind of been reset, and now we have mutants.
So what do you think? If we had to put him in an MCU, an existing MCU characters movie sequel, whose sequel should he go into?
Well, naturally, I want to say Captain America, because seeing him back in the day, fighting throughout the wars with Captain America would be awesome.
That would be cool.
But we don't have Steve Rogers anymore. It's Anthony Mackie. I know we might get a rebooted type Steve Rogers. I don't know.
Yeah.
But seeing him interact with Captain America way back then would be kind of cool.
What if they did? Obviously, there's all the rights things with Universal and stuff for the Hulk, but what if they somehow did a standalone Hulk movie and then put him in that? I think that'd be kind of cool.
So to be with the comics, how Hulk's comic was the first
appearance of Wolverine.
Yeah, they could do that. We definitely need a Hulk standalone movie. Definitely after Brand New Day, our boy's back. We haven't seen him savage since Infinity War when he got completely demolished by Thanos. So and this means we really haven't seen a true savage Hulk since Thor Ragnarok, which is just sad.
Yeah,
sad.
seriously.
That was 9 years ago at this point.
I know, and also the fact that it was in that movie.
And he looks so much better.
Yeah.
in Brand New Day. Like, he looked a lot like, I don't know. I think that's the best like look we've got of Hulk in the entire like MCU.
At least since Edward Norton's Hulk. I mean, like, I know that movie wasn't like super amazing, but like I do think that the Hulk design was pretty good.
That movie was good.
Yeah. Or my favorite Hulk movie was the 2003 one though. I thought it was sick.
Now I know you're rage baiting. But before we go any further,
best one.
Top 3 picks of who could be the next Wolverine within the MCU. I'm gonna go first.
All right.
My last pick, which I know this
number
is
3.
most likely, number 3. My least favorite pick. I know this is probably not going to be the case. It's going to be Logan Marshall Green. A lot of you might know him. He was the original Shocker in Spider-Man: Homecoming, but then he got zapped by the Vulture, and then there was a new Shocker, and he was in the movie Upgrade. I think he would be a great Wolverine. He definitely has the chops. And then after that is, of course, Taron Egerton. Have I pronounced it right?
Yeah.
I think even Hugh Jackman wants him to be the next Wolverine. He said that because they've done like movies and stuff together.
Yeah.
And then my all-time top pick, I don't care what anybody says, for Wolverine will be the Calverine. I'm a Henry Cavill fanboy. I think that was an amazing cameo. It was just like 3 seconds, but just all he had to do is put out the claws, and just like Deadpool said, this just feels right. So Henry Cavill is definitely my top pick for Wolverine when it comes to the MCU. And there's all that rumors that he's signing a contract right now. It could be for Magneto. I heard that too.
I would prefer him as Magneto.
I think he will be a dope ass Wolverine.
Could you imagine? Imagine him, like this. Just think about him like this. That's Magneto.
No, I'm thinking of him like this, and then punching Deadpool.
But that was cool. But the thing is, it's not even that he's too big for me. Like, obviously, we've had Hugh Jackman.
You're wrong.
He's not going to be a good Wolverine.
You're wrong.
I think.
So who is going to be your favorite Wolverine?
All right. Well, okay. So for my 3, I'll do like
You're
did.
still wrong.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Calvary or bust.
No, dude. Calvary isn't gonna. It's not a good pick. You're wrong.
No, you're wrong.
Here's the thing.
This is why I'm prime. This is why I'm prime.
No. None of those guys that they did in this whole multiverse saga. Everything. First of all, I'm not even going to say that you're wrong. I'm just letting you know it's not going to happen.
No.
All right? So, fucking Fantastic Four, right? Reed Richards from Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness.
Yes.
John Krasinski is not going to be Reed Richards ever again.
Well, I'm curious to who's your number 1. All right.
My number 1 Wolverine? All right, fine. So, first of all, my 3rd is Carl Urban.
Okay, yeah, I can see it.
I think it'd be cool. Like, I just like him as an actor. I think he'd do a good job. My number 2, I would say, is Taron Egerton as well.
Good choice.
And honestly, the most likely out of the 3 of my list, because my number 1 pick would be Daniel Radcliffe.
This is where you're wrong,
dude.
You're just
he's
wrong.
Fucking ripped now.
I don't
first
care.
Of all,
you're gonna pick Harry Potter over
dude.
Superman.
Could you imagine could give him wands for the fucking in the beginning?
This is why I'm prime. He wants Harry Potter. I want Superman to be the next Wolverine. Like, dude, come on.
Yeah,
come on.
Superman, that version of Superman was not a good version of Superman.
I'm sorry.
That's like saying you like Injustice. Like, that's just like ridiculous.
I don't know. Like I said, Deadpool said it right. It's just filled. Even Deadpool wants him. All right. And Deadpool, he says no.
Most people don't like Ryan Reynolds. No, I'm just kidding.
Everybody loves Ryan Reynolds. Like, how can you not love
that's true. I like Ryan Reynolds. My mom has Mint Mobile. Which,
okay.
Right? And so she tells me he has like a voice recording of like, when he calls people, or like when they do like mass calls to like update people on things. Because he owns Mint Mobile.
Clearly. Yeah.
Right, okay. So she'll always be like, oh, Ryan Reynolds is calling me. And I'm like,
well,
right.
Let us know down below what is your top 3 picks for Wolverine in the MCU, and let Josh know that this officially makes him the variant and why he is wrong on Harry Potter over Superman.
This is crazy.
And let me know down below in the comments why I'm right to want Henry Cavill to be the next Superman.
Right. I'm just saying it's not going to happen.
All right. Well, what else we got going on?
All right. Well, what else was there? We've got a few different things that happened this week. I don't think we're going to touch on it too much, but
episode 1 of Lanterns came out.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Episode 1 of Lanterns. So, I'm going to let you start this one off. How was your overall feels for the episode?
Dude,
I feel like you enjoyed it more than I did.
Maybe. I was honestly pleasantly surprised. That's how I'm going to put it. So, I was arguing with somebody on TikTok about this the other day. They did a horrible job marketing that show. Like, and when I say that, I don't mean that they didn't put out enough teasers or something like that. Nobody was excited for it. everybody was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And maybe that had a little bit to do with like how poorly Supergirl was received as well, and they started to lose faith. But in the DCU, but even for me, who I'm not like, I don't like connect like, oh, you know, because this was bad, this is gonna be bad, or this was good, this is gonna be good. Like, I'm not like that. I just like the only teaser. I saw the first teaser. I know they did other ones after that, but I saw the first teaser. It didn't get me excited. I didn't watch any other teasers after that because of it. So even if the next teasers were good, I didn't know because I didn't watch them, and so I didn't know it was going to be good or didn't think it was going to be good. I watched it because I was just like, whatever, you know. I mean, I want to see the DCU succeed, and from the beginning, it was super interesting and cool to see the different time jumps and how they let that play out. And that was another thing that I was kind of like worried that they were going to mess up, was like, I thought it was going to be like too convoluted and confusing with the different time periods that they were trying to set the movie or the show in, rather. There was a lot of things that caught me off guard. Number one being Jon Stewart just banging that dude's wife in her truck. Like, I was like, what are we watching right now? I was like, this is crazy. Or like, whatever, right? But then obviously I remembered it's an HBO show. You know,
yeah, it's more adult.
Yeah, and you know,
and honestly, that scene at the barbecue when he gets confronted about it, and it kind of clicks. He's like, "Oh shit, I just fucked up."
Yeah. He's like, "Oh man." But what I thought was kind of funny, like, he doesn't even.
And Hal was just so proud of him. He was just so proud
with no explanation. like for all Hal knows, John knew that he was banging somebody's wife. John had no idea. Like, to be fair, right? And. So, like, and he doesn't even try to explain himself.
It was like a proud dad moment.
Yeah.
I felt that.
Right. And he's just
I wish my dad was proud of me.
Fuck. I'm with you, man. No, I'm just kidding. But actually, just to go back to the Josh variant thing, we did find out the other day that we do have a lot of similarities in our life. As far as, well, the dad thing and the kids thing.
Yeah, we do.
Right? And, like, when we can talk about that in a different time, but it's just kind of interesting.
I'm still prime, but
but yeah, I really liked the episode. The thing we can talk about the ending after you give your thoughts about it, but I loved the interrogation scene.
That was fun.
That was super cool, and
pretty much, are you an alien the whole time? He's
right.
like, I know you're an alien. Just tell me you're an alien.
Yeah.
Are you an alien?
But my favorite part was the Barack Obama thing. He's like, hold on a second. You're redneck motherfucker. The only thing that you have to say about Barack Hussein Obama, you know? And I was like, dude, that's so funny. I fucking love that. And then obviously the whole, everything else that happens. I thought, like I said, I was pleasantly surprised. I'm a little bit weary only because of how Peacemaker ended. I loved Peacemaker season 2.
Oh yeah.
Up until the last like 2 or 3
honestly,
episodes.
that was because of James Gunn. James Gunn posted like was going on like record saying that this is like the best thing he's ever done as far as like what he's filmed, and it's like it was cool. It was a cool finale. I guess.
I also would have had fun filming with John Cena.
It was just very like underwhelming, I guess.
Yeah.
I just felt very underwhelmed. But
and I don't like, and also the other thing is like about the Peacemaker season 2, and I don't want to go off too much, but like what it could be alluding to, fucking nobody knows about that shit. You know? Like, and it's not like a very accessible story to get into. Whereas, like, compare it to something like, the MCU's Infinity Saga. You could go home and Google who the fuck was that purple guy at the end if you didn't know.
Fair enough.
Anyway, so, I don't know. But, like, trying to figure out what the whole
Speaking of purple guys, how old
were
you when you realized that Barney was never there? It was just a bunch of kids going crazy.
They just gave a bunch of kids some shrooms and fucking let them run around.
I found that out the other day. I'm like, wait, Barney wasn't actually there the whole time.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it says in the theme song, in our imagination. I'm like, oh my god. It was just like, so all these kids are tripping.
So Selena Gomez has always been on drugs.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, speaking of Purple Man, Barney's not real.
Crazy.
I'm sorry, kids. Barney's not real. But anyway,
sorry. Santa too, but so yeah, what did you think about the episode? Well, okay. Well, let's do what you thought about it. We'll do rating, and then we'll talk about the ending.
So, Overall, I would say I enjoyed it. There was a lot of comedic moments that did get me laughing. But
Yes.
I did notice a lot of people. Granted, I watched it late at night. I started watching close to 10. I had a late day at work, so I did have a. It was for a hook, like for first episode. I felt like it did drag a little bit. Like I did find myself kind of dozing off a lot, just because like again I could have just been tired. But it's I also all the time jumping and stuff got a little confusing.
Yeah. So that did confuse you. I was worried that would confuse people.
Yeah, but I mean, not too much.
So I'm the smarter one.
No, I caught on. You're still wrong. You want freaking Harry Potter's Wolverine, but
dude,
so
Daniel Radcliffe
anyway,
would fucking slap.
And honestly, I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't get it. They killed off Hal, like in the very first episode. That was a big.
So that was the ending I wanted to talk about.
That was a big rumor, and I think that's what turned a lot of people off. I get it. He needs to not be in the picture so the ring can be passed. But I'm just like,
I don't think he's actually dead.
But this is his first this is his first introduction to the entire universe, and it's just like it would have been cool to have more time. Like we know he's gonna die now.
I don't think he's gonna be dead though.
But as a show so far, I think it's. I mean, I'm hooked. I'm gonna watch the whole thing. I do think it's a little bit more of a slow burn, but that might come with it being a more mature show, versus like the Disney Plus shows. Like they kind of like kids watch those.
No
stuff.
Immediate payoff.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it was a decent start. I definitely laughed a lot more than I thought. There were a lot of like comedic, beats to it.
Yeah.
And then especially like, the whole I thought the whole taco stand scene was great. Like when he's taking selfies with everybody and everybody's like, so the whole explanation why he doesn't wear the suit. I just thought stuff like that was funny and how he just kind of like straight up dipped and just gives no warning whatsoever. He just doesn't let him know what he's doing. He has to constantly guess what the hell is going through Hal's mind and what like the trainings for. Yeah. But obviously I think it's a great start and I am excited to see how the rest of the show turns out. But like what has me worried about Lanterns and Supergirl, Superman is even Clayface. It's like should we be investing into this universe because there's that big rumor now that with Paramount Plus buying out Warner Brothers, like James Gunn is gonna be out. Man of Tomorrow might be the last film, which means they're gonna do a whole new reboot all over again. And I'm in the camp. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm in the camp. I think if they have to do a whole other reboot for a universe that they just rebooted, they honestly need to shelf the live action DC stuff for a little bit and focus on the animated. I think it's too soon to do that close of a reboot, and everybody's talk about like superhero fatigue or whatever. Like that's just like. We're just now getting used to this Superman. Now we have to get a whole new Superman. Right. So thank God that everybody's complaining that James Gunn hasn't gave us Wonder Woman or Batman or anything and solved like these C tier characters and all that. Honestly, that's kind of a good thing at this point if that's actually going to happen because now we don't have to get used to a new Batman, which I know we have Robert Pattinson doing that, but I think that's kind of a good thing right now. But it has me concerned. Like, should we care about this universe knowing after Man of Tomorrow that there might not be any more of it?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that it doesn't necessarily... Well, first of all, like, even if James Gunn is gone, they could try to continue the direction. What I'm wondering is, are they trying to do a cohesive universe at this fucking point? Because it almost doesn't seem like it, necessarily. Because if you look at the projects that are coming out and what has just been canceled and whatever.
They all feel like different, like, their own style and stuff. They feel, but they are... cohesive to the same universe. It's just James Gunn already said that not all his movies are not going to look the same. You're going to be able to differentiate them. Yes,
and I get that, and I understand like the wanting to do that and everything, but like, and I think that sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't because it'll catch different audiences for different things. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that it's not clear that it's the same. Supposed to be a cohesive universe at this point. And I'm like, and it kind of gets you thinking, is he even trying to do that anymore? I mean, I understand that, like, it's all canon to the same universe. Like, I get that that's true, no matter what. But, like, does he care that he did this other you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just doesn't quite... It's not making sense to me. And if we're trying to put Batman in there and trying to put Wonder Woman in there later and the Flash, like, the Jimmy Olsen show just became a Gorilla Garage show. Do you know about that?
No, I haven't been keeping up.
Okay, so basically it's called oh man, I have to we should look it up. But basically
it's crazy. Marvel's talking about X-Men and Ghost Rider and Black Panther 3, and then DC's Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be each season is gonna be a different, like, an almost anthology series. So the first one is about Gorilla Grodd and him getting accused of like killing his father or something and eating his brains out. Okay, so that's and then the Daily Planet and Jimmy Olsen helping clear his name. But so it's like, are we like, where's the Flash? Like he's a Flash villain.
I mean, I guess at this point, like I said,
should we get invested? I don't know.
If James Gunn's gonna be able to continue his work with this universe, which I highly doubt based off everything that we're hearing, I think.
But even if he does, that doesn't answer the question. Are we gonna? Should we?
I mean, eventually we'll get to those characters, but I think it's kind of a good thing that we're not there yet at this point, honestly, because in case we have to do all the reboot.
But yeah, I agree with you about the animated stuff. Like,
just focus on that.
It's always, honestly, it's been the thing. I think I told you this the other day. DC is hard to translate into live action as opposed to Marvel. I feel like I feel like DC is a lot more fantastical, right? Yeah. And that's what I think. Like, even with Thor in MCU, first of all, he wasn't the first movie. And second of all, they made him like most of his first movie, he didn't have powers. Like they made him some guy who had to figure out how to become worthy again. Like they weren't focusing so heavy on the fantastical elements of these characters especially in the beginning. At this point in the MCU, they've kind of earned that, where they can just throw Johnny Storm and Chris Evans from 20 years ago randomly into this thing and make him, and get his skin ripped off, like whatever. They can do whatever the fuck they want now, right? But in the beginning, they didn't, and they weren't doing that.
Yeah.
So I think,
I don't know. It just makes it hard to, for me personally. I mean, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I just think it's hard to get excited. Like I'm looking forward to Man of Tomorrow. Like, yes,
I think that'll be good.
Like, it looks like a fun. Was Supergirl that great? It was fine. I think Millie did a good job as Supergirl, and obviously Jason Momoa was Lobo. But I just think the story itself was very, very mid and just very basic, and there wasn't. I feel like the script didn't have a lot of thought into it.
Yeah.
But overall, when it comes to Lanterns, I think they're starting off strong. I hope the next episodes aren't as much of a slow burn. But you guys let us know down below in the comments how you felt about episode 1 of Lanterns. Are you excited about the show overall? And do you agree that should we be excited about James Gunn, this universe, if there's a chance that he's going to be out of the picture soon? Or tell us how you feel about that. Right. Appreciate you guys. Let us know down below in the comments. And before we wrap up today, just kind of a shorter episode to get things going, I thought it'd be nice to talk about. I already did kind of a short on this, but the fact that we might get our boy, actually, it seems like for certain now, we're getting our boy Tobey Maguire back in Avengers Doomsday, and it's going to apparently be the opening sequence of the scene, or of the movie itself, and it's going to be, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man fighting Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, along with some of his villains like Green Goblin, Doc Ock, fighting off Magneto and stuff, and that's where the whole Magneto destroying New Jersey and stuff comes from. It's supposedly New York, but it's supposed to open up with the X-Men universe, Beast creating a antimatter bomb to destroy universe. That's what this whole group of X-Men's been doing all this time, just destroying universes to protect their own. And then they end up on Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's universe, and he might actually have the Iron Spider suit. And I think that probably was confirmed because Funko is gonna Funko, and some Funko Pops leaked out, and it has Tobey Maguire Spider-Man on, and he's wearing the Iron Spider suit.
Yeah,
so I think that just more or less confirms it. And they're gonna do the whole gotcha. They make you think that they died, but they're gonna show up somehow in Battle World. Whether that's Loki taking them out whether that's Loki taking them out of the universe before the incursion happens, or I don't know how that's gonna work out. But it's not, obviously we're not gonna be. This will be the end of those characters, but it's gonna be sad. People are gonna cry. Like, kids are gonna cry.
Yeah.
Watching
kids,
Tobey Maguire,
30-year-old kids.
Yes, we're all gonna cry because it's like it's gonna make us hate Wolverine. Like, it's just like it's gonna make us mad at the X-Men.
Do you think he's gonna be wearing the cowl? You know who they're gonna make kill Spider-Man? Wolverine.
You're wrong. It's actually Hugh Jackman.
Yeah,
The
it's
Calvary
gonna
would
be.
never lay a finger on our...
So his
our-
version, so in your fantasy world where Henry Cavill is Wolverine, he's a saint.
Yes, he's
Okay.
perfect. He
So-
could do no
so-
wrong. He could do no
So
wrong.
terrible Wolverine, by
No,
the way.
He's an amazing
Terrible
Wolverine. No. He just knows not to mess with Toby.
Okay.
All right? Toby is sacred. All right? And you don't mess with him, okay? He's sacred. All right?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. The movie's going to open up Tobey Maguire
Yeah.
versus
Getting
Hugh Jackman
killed
Wolverine.
by
So that alone is a
apparently
selling
Cavill
point
Rain.
for the movie.
Yeah.
That alone is a selling point. We've got to see two icons that we grew up with finally interact together on the screen. And
And then
imagine
Magneto
how...
blowing up New Jersey.
Imagine how awkward it's going to be, though, in Secret Wars, if that's true. They go from having to trying to kill each other to most likely having to work together to stop whatever Doctor Doom has going on.
I would find it really interesting if they fucking threw Wolverine in Secret Wars. I'm kind of...
No, he's gonna be. It's already been pretty much said. The people who didn't get as much screen time in Doomsday are they're gonna get a lot more screen time in Secret Wars because they can't fit everybody in every movie. They have to space it out.
Match it around. The reason I don't really see how he plays a role in Secret Wars is because, well, okay, the whole thing is Molecule Man, holding the whole battle world together. Like, again, it's a very fantastical story.
Yeah, but
I
the
guess-
MCU they do their own take on it.
Yes, no, I know. I fucking hope they don't put Molecule Man eating
They
a
would
cheeseburger.
have.
in
They
the
would have.
fucking-
They would have already had to have introduced. It's all gonna be about Loki.
Yeah.
So
Do you think that someone's gonna bring him a cheeseburger?
yeah, I mean he's been sitting in
It'd
that
be
throne
really-
long enough. He needs a cheeseburger.
Yeah,
He's probably skin and
actually-
bones right now.
That might be it. Maybe that's how they introduce Miles, because Miles and Peter are the one who bring Molecule Man a cheeseburger, right?
I think you're onto something.
So now Miles is gonna randomly show up out of the Spider-Verse movies and give Loki a cheeseburger.
This is why we love Miles.
We should put it on Kalshi.
Let's do
We should do this. Yeah, no, I think that it'll be cool. I think that'll be a really good scene in the beginning. I'm hoping. I want like 10 minutes at least of that. 10 15 minutes, maybe 20 of the
20
X-Men.
20's put
minutes.
for a title like the opening. It's gonna be maybe 10 minutes max.
Yeah. But you're killing the Sonyverse and the Fox X-Men universe. You have to give us like a good amount.
Well,
of time.
no, the Fox. They're obviously the ones that are in the rest of the film. Like there's
Yeah,
then the
you
trailers.
think that it's the Fox universe though?
100%.
I don't know. I think it's like a different universe.
No, it's the Days of Future Past people. Because they
But they
reset.
have the different the different
I mean,
uniforms and stuff.
They can change their clothes.
No, they can't.
What's stopping them from giving out the black spandex and going to proper costumes?
I mean, I think that they should have a long time ago. But
Agreed,
they never
but
did that.
you know,
they went all the way for 15 years in those fucking.
You know what they did? They heard this episode. Way
This
back then they
episode, yeah.
they time slipped and they heard me
Right.
say that and they're like, you know what, Josh is right.
Yeah.
We need to change up our costumes. And that's what they
True.
did.
Josh Silverstein is right.
So,
Yeah.
yes. Don't get it.
Well, yeah, I think that'll be cool. It'll be really sad to see that, but I
All
think
I'm
we're
saying-
gonna scream. I think we're gonna lose our voices within the first 15 minutes of that movie.
All I'm saying is that the opening scene of Avengers Doomsday is gonna have people crying.
Do you think Mysterio is gonna be in it too? I had that thought the other day. So in Spider-Man 4, they were supposed to have Vulture, Mysterio, and like some other like.
no,
B-list-
they would only focus on the characters that were close with Doc
Well,
Ock. because we just also got them in No Way Home, so it'd be like, oh, those characters that Peter got to save and put back in their worlds and everything where they didn't die. Now, of course,
Coming
they're
back.
They're gonna come back, and now they're dead because of the X-Men.
I don't know. Yeah. Do you think James Franco's gonna be in it? I don't think so.
No,
I think that.
I'm pretty sure he's blacklisted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he's
So.
blacklisted. But no, the reason I was saying Mysterio is because, like, I don't mean as like a main focus of the movie, but just like some mention of him somehow. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because the opening sequence of Spider-Man 4 was supposed to be Spider-Man bringing Mysterio to prison, like to the police
There's
station.
a lot of what Vulture
So
was supposed
maybe-
to be the bad guy in that one too. There was a
Right.
lot.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Maybe they just keep like they do that.
Yeah.
Like they have him bringing him to prison, and then the whole incursion thing starts.
No, I think it's just gonna go
Yeah.
open right up.
into the incursion.
You know how like Infinity War opened up and Thanos already wreaked havoc on the ship and got down to business. I think that's
Yeah.
exactly what they're gonna do with this one.
Alright.
But like I said, guys, all I know is that we are gonna be crying for the first 10 minutes of Avengers
Yeah.
Doomsday because it's gonna be so sad watching these X-Men that we've all grown to love completely demolish a world and a person that we love even more. Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, R.I.P. I know you're coming back in Secret Wars, but it's still gonna be sad to watch him die. And for all the people saying that I was wrong, I can't wait for you guys to watch the movie and be like, you know what? Josh Prime was right. Tobey Maguire is in the movie.
The
and
variant
I'm
of
super
Josh
excited.
is right, yeah.
Yes. No, Prime Josh. And I'm assuming because of the Funko Pop Elite with the Iron Spider suit and the fact that he's what is it? The polka dot suits. What are they called again?
Oh, the motion capture.
Yeah, the motion capture suits. Like he's gonna have an upgraded suit. You know, at the end of No Way Home, Doc Ock got the arc reactor off Electro. They never saw him put it back, so he probably took that back with him. So there's a lot of reasons why he could have got an Iron Spider suit.
Oh,
I cannot wait to see it. With all that being said, guys, let us know down below in the comments how you guys feel about Lanterns. Do you agree about James Gunn? And are you excited to see Tobey Maguire back in Doomsday fighting Hugh Jackman Wolverine finally? And do you agree that I am right, that Henry Cavill, the Calverine, baby Jesus himself, should be the next Wolverine in the MCU? Let me know down below, and Harry Potter should not.
I think he'd be a really good one.
No,
Taron Egerton is probably the most likely candidate, but I would like to see Daniel Radcliffe. I wish that he was Patch in the movie. Like even if I had gotten him as Patch for like a second, then I would have been happy.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Let's do a $50 bet, and then if neither one of them are Wolverine, then it's whatever.
Yeah, it's a wash.
So
right.
$50 for me if he's Calverine. $50 for you
right.
if he's. So get ready to pay up. You're gonna buy me. You're gonna be buying me.
I think he's gonna be Magneto. I don't think he's gonna be.
You're
Wolverine.
gonna be buying me a popcorn bucket. So
I'll buy you a popcorn bucket.
But
like no matter what.
So with all that being said, guys, we appreciate you taking the time to check out this video. Let us know down below in the comments how you feel about who is right, Calverine, Harry Potter Wolverine. We know I'm right. This is why I'm Prime Josh. Let us know down below if you agree who the next Wolverine is, and then are you as excited as we are to see Tobey Maguire Spider-Man back in Avengers Doomsday?
Hell yeah.
Don't forget that like button, subscribe to the channel. Like always, appreciate you guys, and we'll see you guys in the next video.